first time I ever saw her skate, I think, was at the Cove at the little skate park in my neighborhood. She was just ruling it though already. She's had that really smooth style. She's very controlled, but at the same time elegant. So it's nice to see a girl that had that kind of style, especially coming out of the neighborhood that I grew up in, because it was mostly dudes. It was all guys pretty much in our neighborhood.
She speaks like differently than skateboarding. I mean, like I grew up looking at bigger boys. Lizzie does not, read the same way. She brings in this feminine energy. It allows for more dynamic within the lens through which we view skateboarding. I think that's her impact, is that she's just a ball of interests, and I think that allows, especially for young people, because that's all anyone's looking for, is just like, again, how I was saying, it's like, how can I take from this? Like, what can I apply to myself? And it's like, she doesn't have like limitations. She's just like, this is me.
Lizzie's impacted skateboarding in so many different ways, but for me, it would be her will to always succeed and how she never limits herself to what she can do. One of my favorite tricks Lizzie does is the finger foot lean to tail, and I learned that because of her. And one of the best memories I have ever is the day before my birthday. Like, my dream was just to do that with Lizzie, do a doubles, finger foot lean to tail, back to back. And we did it together, and that's the best memory ever. That was like the best day ever.
I mean, yeah, she's paid some dues. She's had some gnarly injuries too, just like everybody else. But she seems to come back. She's resilient. She's the first girl to go and actually go upside down and do a 360 loop. I mean, she's done some amazing stuff already and continues to.
My friend Danny Miller from Surfport, she drew all these graphics, and I just went over to Baker Boys and arranged them on a board, and they turned out really sick, and I can't wait to skate them. Here's one of my Vans Park series. This is when I got second at the France Park series. It was really cool. I liked that this year they just picked artists, and then they would give the art out as the prize. And you can always just take this off and just have nice art if you don't want to have trophies in your face everywhere.
Pool skating is in a way, it's like fine art. There is a very specific place you have to be. You need the right conditions. You need to find the right pool. And then you also have to have the skills to be able to do this. And it's a lot of work. There's a lot of odds against you. And so I think when you do get to pool skate, it's such a treat. Skating with Tony is awesome. We went to this backyard pool, and he didn't go up to the transition and check it out. He just went and then was almost at the top, and to be his age and still just that good is insane.
First time I saw Lizzie skate, I was about 10 or 11, and I watched her thrasher fire part. This is how much Lizzie's inspired me off the board. Lizzie has inspired me so much with style, on and off the board, that when I was younger, I dyed my hair blue because Lizzie had blue hair, and I wanted to have blue hair like Lizzie.
Growing up, I just, was very much jeans and a t-shirt skate culture, but I think that uniform after a while to me got old, and so I have just been into looking for inspiration outside of that. Vogue is such an iconic magazine, and to get in there is a big deal, and I feel for me to be in there as a skateboarder, it set a precedent. And on the surface level, yeah, it's cool to be in Vogue, but then I think it's also saying being a skateboarder makes a statement. I think skateboarding has always, it's just been something that's inherently cool. And we can't I couldn't put my finger on what about it makes it cool, but style is a huge part of skating, and that's how you move, but then it's also what you wear, how you show up. If you're a skateboarder, a lot of times you're just one way or the other, and when I'm not fully in skate mode, I'm cooking, I'm hiking, I'm gardening, I'm traveling for fun and experiencing culture. And I think you have to do it all. Like, this is your moment. I think so many people just get stuck like only doing one thing, which is like such a shame because there's so much to experience and be inspired by. And there's even a lot of skaters that like do other stuff, but they're like, maybe they don't post it because they're afraid like other people are gonna judge them. But I think going back to like listening to your inner monologue of like, this is who I am, you have to, it's important to stand in that.
A permanent influence. Because little girls aspired to be Lizzie. Just like little girls aspired to be Cara Beth Burnside, little girls aspire to be Lizzie Armanto. I don't think she has to go out and win any more gold medals or do anything like that. I think all she has to do is just have fun and just be herself. Like I said earlier, you get to a level in a point, especially as a professional skateboarder, you don't really have that much to prove anymore. So you're just refining your technique, you're doing what you're doing. I think it's the same thing for Lizzie. I think at this point in her life, all she has to do is go out and have fun and refine her technique. And the bottom line is that she's gonna bless everybody that she comes into contact with and also influence the rest of the world, especially other women skaters, by just doing that.